What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you quite interesting information regarding some of congressmen. And I have to say that for now it is extremely difficult to find useful information, and that is why it takes up to 3 hours daily to do any updates on MMTLP. That is why, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family. And this is the only way how we can attract more attention to this problem, and this is the only way how we can win this battle. So let's start with the news itself. We all know that FINRA made an opposition, it files an opposition to release the blue sheets. And their excuses are ridiculous. And that is why we might see even some kind of memes related to this information. And right here you can see the Junk Savvy's 4 points of opposition. It is a summary of the FINRA's document. And the third bullet point is quite interesting. Third, the burdens imposed upon FINRA to respond to the pre-dispute disclosure request outweighed the merits of petitioners' purported claims. And in other words, FINRA says that it is very difficult to make these blue sheets, to release these blue sheets, because it doesn't worth the working time of their employees. And let me show you what did Tony respond. He wrote, "I've read your card filling, and it appears you have problems with Excel spreadsheets over 100,000 lines. I would like to offer my services and would gladly help you to compile the data into multiple Excel spreadsheets. I'm sure that there are thousands of MMTLP shareholders who are also be willing to help you compile the blue sheet in 4. And definitely it is quite a funny tweet, but it is what it is. FINRA made this statement, and that is why it is our reaction. Let me show you another tweet that was retweeted by Theo, and originally it was made by Trading Secrets by Ali, and Ali wrote his summary. In court, FINRA said, blue sheets data is complex and difficult to understand. And let me show you what Richard Hoffman wrote regarding this statement. Luckily, FINRA has such a bad employee retention rate that there should be an abundance of ex-FINRA employees who can help us decipher the blue sheet in 4. Whistleblower, anyone? So yes, and it's quite funny as well. Next one, FINRA does not routinely confirm the accuracy of blue sheets data. And Theo wrote, isn't that the whole point of the blue sheets? All participants submit them so any inaccuracies can be corrected. That sounds like exactly what we are looking for. And definitely this statement is ridiculous. If FINRA's blue sheets doesn't have the precise and accurate information, why do FINRA need the blue sheets? It doesn't make sense. So, and I have to say that for now we still have the same timeline. Let me show you that we have less than 10 days, because today is June the 5th, and we have less than 10 days to the oral arguments in the court that will take place on June 13th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And definitely it is a major deadline for the retail community, for the MMTLP community as well. So let me show you further quite interesting information. Alan Hensley, the person who filed another lawsuit against FINRA and broker-dealers, published this tweet on June the 2nd. And let me go to this in details. It is the response from Congressman, and let me quote it for you. Dear Mr. Hensley, thank you for contacting the office of Congressman Marilyn Strickland regarding fraud in the stock market. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission would have jurisdiction in this matter. You can contact either the SEC Office of Whistleblower, the SEC Office of the Inspector General regarding your allegations. And here's 2 links. I hope you are able to get some resolution in working with the SEC to address your concerns. Sincerely, Rebecca Snyder, Constituent Services, Office of Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland. So, Yes, it is not the first answer that congressman or congresswoman tried to redirect our case towards the SEC, but one of the opposite sides of our case is definitely FINRA and SEC, and we all know that they don't want to solve our problem. They are just kicking the can down the road, and it is quite upset in my opinion. So let me show you another quite useful information. So, Syntax Queen of the Metaverse 10 hours ago wrote these couple of tweets, and let me quote it for you. You call for transparency to build faith with the American people, Pete Sessions, and yet your office has misled and gaslit over 65,000 retail investors harmed in the MMTLP saga. Your record is clear and shameful. And here's the link on the article on businessinsider.com, and let me quote it for you. Republican Representative Pete Sessions opposes a congressional stock trade ban. His own trades appear to violate a federal conflicts of interest law, new documents show. And let me quote to these bullets. GOP Representative Pete Sessions of Texas says that congressional transparency is important, but he failed to properly disclose up to $105,000 in stock trades, federal documents indicate. Sessions is against banning members of Congress from trading stocks. And this article was published on March the 3rd. It is 1 month before this letter was written, and it is the letter from Pete Sessions, and he requests cooperation from Meta Materials with current congressional investigation regarding MMTLP. And this letter was written on April the 3rd, and you can find this information on MMTLP Resources on April the 5th. And I have to say that it is quite a tricky situation, because on the one hand, Pete Sessions with this letter definitely intended to help our community and intended to potentially solve our problem. But other information shows quite opposite, gives us quite opposite information. On top of that, let me show you another tweet that was made by Syntax Queen of the Metaverse. She wrote, "Wow, Pete Sessions, you have an interesting campaign donations history." And again, another link to this article. Let me quote just the title of this article without any comments. Former Representative Pete Sessions met with indicated Giuliani associates, accepted donations. Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman were arrested on campaign finance violations. So, it is what it is. We have to be cautious, and we have to choose carefully our allies. And we basically, for now, we don't know who is fighting against us and who is fighting for us. And we don't know who is our ally and who is not. And definitely, it is a quite tricky situation, because from our side, from the side of MMTLP community, we don't have so many resources that might give us the chance to solve this problem. But with this type of allies, we can probably try to solve it, but we don't know how these people might help us. And in my opinion, the only way how we can solve it is through the lawsuits. And we know that for now we have 3 lawsuits, 1 petition, and Richard Hoffman's appeal to the dismissal of his litigation. So, and that is why I think we have to unite, and we have to wait for these answers. And I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born around